Hey, I'm Roberto. Recently we've been hearing more and more about amp modeling. There are a lot of good hardware and software products on the market today. And also you can find a lot of comparisons on the internet of pedals like Universal Audio, Strymon, and Fender, just to name a few. And technology is in constant growth. But my question today is, how far has amp modeling come? What can we learn if we compare an almost 20-year-old amp modeling pedal to one of the latest on the market? And are all modeling pedals still valuable? And just to make the game even more interesting, I also want to check out a new software modeler. So let's get to it. Today I'm looking at 3 fairly conveniently priced options available to achieve the iconic sound of the Fender Blackface amps from the 60s. Of course, there are more pricey pedals from Universal Audio and Strymon, but today I'm taking a look at the new Combo Deluxe 65 by TC Electronic that came out this year, the FDR1 made by Boss back in 2007, and for the software option, the new Amp Room Vintage Suite made by Softube. I want to hear these 3 interpretations and see how they differ. The FDR1 is a Boss pedal that was designed to reproduce the tone of the iconic Fender Deluxe Reverb amp from 1965. The pedal is part of Boss's Legend series, a line of pedals produced discontinuously from 2007 to 2015. This series included 2 other pedals. A reverb pedal that recreates the sound of the 1963 Fender Reverb unit, and another modeling pedal that recreates the tone of the also iconic Fender Bassman amp. Fender's logo is on the pedal because they gave Boss permission to use it. The TC Electronic Combo Deluxe 65 is part of their AmpWorx Vintage series, which also includes 2 other amp modelers as well. The Jims 45 modeled on the Marshall JTM 45 and the DC30 modeled on the Vox AC30. TC Electronics started selling this series in June 2023, and it was designed to reproduce in a very accurate way the behavior and the dynamics of these amps. For a computer software option, I'm looking at the new Amp Room Vintage Suite, an addition to the Amp Room platform software that was also released in June 2023. The Vintage Suite includes the modeling of a Fender Blackface and a Silverface amp, along with the high-watt amp and the Vox AC30 amp, as well as different cabs, effects and microphones. So both the pedals and the software sound great. I cannot say that one is better than the other because they have different purposes and they offer different features. If you are looking for a good tool for both practicing and recording, I'd suggest the Softube plugin. With this software you can obtain killer vintage tones and there are tons of options to build your tone. To be honest though, one thing this software is really missing is a spring reverb, which in my opinion should be included in this kind of product. If you need a tool for practicing at home, playing at rehearsal or live, or even to record your guitar track by connecting it directly to your sound card, the TC Combo Deluxe 65 is your pedal. I like the sound and I also like the IR of the reverb. I prefer to use the pedal in dual channel mode. I think the red channel sounds really good and you can use it as a boost for your solo, for example. Something that I feel is missing on this pedal, which by the way is present on both the Strymon Iridium and the Universal Audio Dream 65, is the possibility to choose between different cab simulators. I like the Celestion Creamback IR integrated into the pedal, but I think it would be cooler to also have the JBL and Jensen speaker IRs. It will really increase the variety of tones. The Boss FDR1 is also a good pedal to add a Fender-esque tone to your sound. However, you can only use it attached to your amp. I think this is the limitation of this pedal. I tried to use it connected to a sound card, into a power amp simulator and connected to a power amp of both my Mesa single rectifier and my Boss Katana combo, but the results weren't exciting. Probably this is one of the most important differences between old modelers and the new ones. Nowadays you can achieve the same quality or even better and have more options than in the past. I also had the impression that the pedal really shines when it's connected in front of a transistor amp and not in front of a tube amp. It's still a really cool pedal, and with the whole Legend series it's also a collector's item. Okay, we can simplify by saying that nowadays the modelers are naturally a lot more sophisticated. The tone you can achieve when connected to a PA or a sound card is way more realistic than in the past, and you can easily switch from using an amp to using just this little device when you play live. With computer software, you can even record an album just using a plugin with great results. By using these options, you can obtain great guitar tones without busting the bank buying a vintage amp or boutique amp, and they are potentially also energy savers compared to tube amps. So, thank you for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe, help us with this crazy YouTube algorithm, and I hope you enjoyed the video. So, see you next time guys, ciao!